Make sure you scrub under the table, too. I don't want my guests thinking we live in filth.
My daughter-in-law made me scrub the floor like a maid, in front of a room full of strangers. My own son just watched and laughed. They treated me like a maid, but I stayed silent. I said nothing that night, but weeks later. My name is Zora. I am in my 60s, and this is my story. When my son Amir got married to Sanaa, I thought I'd gained a daughter. But within weeks of their wedding, everything changed. Sanaa moved into my house with her fancy perfumes and loud heels. She started making little comments like, "Auntie, this house feels so old, smells like turmeric and sadness." I laughed it off. I had built that house with my late husband brick by brick, and now it was mine and Amir's. Or so I thought. Within a month, she took over the kitchen, changed the curtains, and even had my bedroom repainted without asking. Amir just shrugged. "She likes things modern, Amy. Don't make it a big deal." Then came the parties. Every weekend, she'd invite her rich friends over. I wasn't allowed to sit with them. "You're in your night clothes again," she'd say. "Please don't embarrass us." One evening, as I was about to leave to visit a neighbor, she stopped me. "Actually, can you serve tea to the guests? Just this once." I hesitated, but Amir nodded. So I did. And once turned into every single time. From helping to cleaning to serving drinks, I had become the unpaid help in my own home. But nothing hurt more than that night. Sanaa had invited her colleagues, influencers, fashion designers, people I had only ever seen on TV. I stayed in my room until I heard a knock. "The floor near the dining table is sticky, can you mop it quickly?" I froze. "Can't the cleaner do it tomorrow?" I asked softly. She smirked. "You're already dressed for the job." When I looked down, I realized I was still in my faded shawl and slippers. I wanted to say no, but Amir walked by and said, "Just help her, Amy. Please." So, in front of 10 well-dressed strangers, I got on my knees and began mopping the floor. I could hear them whisper, "Is that the maid or his mom?" One woman giggled. Sanaa didn't stop them. She served canapés as I scrubbed the floor beside her glittering heels. That night, I wept quietly in the storage room. But I didn't scream. I didn't fight. I made a call. What Sanaa didn't know is this. I had an older brother who moved to Canada 30 years ago. He was childless, wealthy, and we stayed in touch. Months ago, he passed, and in his will, he left me one thing. Money. Lots of it. Enough to buy this house 10 times over. I hadn't used a single rupee. But that night, as I sat in the dark wiping my tears, I opened the bank app and stared at the balance. And I started planning. 2 weeks later, Sanaa was planning her biggest party yet, a high-end networking dinner for luxury clients. She invited all the people who mocked me that night. I helped quietly, dusted the shelves, polished the dining table, set the plates. Just before the guests arrived, there was a knock at the door. Sanaa opened it, smiling, thinking it was catering. Instead, it was a man in a suit. "Delivery for Mrs. Sanaa." "I didn't order anything," she laughed. He handed her an envelope. She opened it. Her smile froze. What is this?" she stammered. I stepped forward, calm and steady. "It's an ownership transfer. I bought the house. In full. You have 48 hours to leave." The silence was beautiful. The same guests who had laughed at me months ago now watched Sanaa drop her wine glass. She turned to Amir. "Tell her she can't do this." He looked at the paper, then at me. "Amy, why?" I looked him in the eyes for the first time in weeks. "Because you forgot whose home this was." She left in tears. They both did. And me? I didn't throw a party. I threw out the garbage.